everyone, Jim here. Welcome to my channel. So I'm sitting around this morning minding my own business, and I watched a few booktuber book haul videos. So it was kind of a major offensive in the book haul wars on a couple of their parts. So I thought I would launch a counter-strike in my own defense. So I recently went to a thrift store close to me, and I picked up a few books, and I go there. I try to go there once a week because, you know, they're constantly putting new books up, and I like to go by and check to see, you know, what they put up on the shelves. And I was pleasantly surprised, and I got a few good things actually. I always find something good there. So recently, the Elusive Exclusive Book Society, which includes Tim from Secret Fire Books, Jake from Pulp Mortem, Nick from the Book Graveyard. Every couple of weeks they do a live stream and they talk about some awesome books. So this last one, they talked about Alice Peters' brother Cadfael book, A Morbid Taste for Bones, which is #1 in the series. I think there was like 20 books or something like that. I saw on the shelves that they had quite a few Alice Peter books on the shelf. Now, Alice Peter is a pseudonym for the writer. I do believe her name's Helen Pargeter. So I'm going to show them here to you now, and I picked them up. I picked the ones up that were in good shape. There were some there that were just so beat up. I couldn't bring myself to pick them up. But I got a few of them, starting with this one, Monk's Hood. This is, I think, #3 in the series, and I've actually started reading this one, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Judging from what they said on their live stream, it intrigued me, and I thought to myself, man, these sound good. They're kind of historical, cozy mysteries. Now, back in the day, I never would have touched these, you know. I wasn't a fan of cozy mystery. I was all about the hard-boiled, brutal kind of men's adventure thing. But, you know, the older I get, the more I think I can appreciate something like this. The more I see, you know, the world around me falling into chaos, I think the more I like something like this. There's people who are doing their best to restore that order. So that's something that I like the idea of more and more as I get older. So that's that one. And I have 5 more. This is, I think, #5, The Virgin in the Ice. Now, I love these covers. I know there's different covers, different versions of the covers, but these are kind of cool. They kind of make it look like an illuminated manuscript. Now, the other covers of the Brother Cadfael mysteries, they look like stained glass, and those, I'd like to see them too, but these were the ones that were there, so I picked these ones up. And as I said, you know, I was really, really enjoying the one that I was reading, or I am reading currently. This one's called The Leper of St. Giles. And I'm not sure what numbers this is the 12th one, The Raven in the Foregate. And there's the 11th one, An Excellent Mystery. And I do like these covers a lot, actually. Since I am really enjoying that first book that I'm reading, I'm going to try to pick up more of these whenever I see them, because I love the character of Brother Cadfael, because he's a more mature, you know, he's been through the wars, he's weathered. He's a weathered character, you know, he's been through the mill, been through the wars, and now he just wants to enjoy his life, tend his garden, but things keep happening that doesn't allow him to do that, and he wants to restore the order into his little world that he has, and I like that. And here, the last one I did get was called A Rare Benedictine, The Advent of Brother Cadfael. Now, these are 3 short stories in this one, and I think there may be earlier stories of a younger Cadfael. Yeah, so I'm curious to get into that one too, and this one has illustrations in it as well. So, yeah, I kind of love these, and I'm looking forward to grabbing some more. Like I said, he's just such an excellent character, and the stories are well written, well plotted. So yeah, they're a lot of fun. let's get that's it for the Brother Cadfael. I found this one by Christopher Moore called His Lordship's Arsenal. It's a riveting mystery. The texture and color of this perverse and brilliant tale is sure to capture your imagination. Now, this is from the 80s, I do believe. This is from 86. And it just looked very intriguing. That cover is like excellent. They don't do cover art like this anymore. You know, I was watching Grammaticus this morning, and he's going to be doing a feature on cover art and why it's changed the way it has. Why it used to be, you know, so good, and now it's just kind of garbage cover art now. And I think he's going to get some impressions from a publisher and an actual writer, apparently, and what their thoughts are on cover art and the state of it, you know, these days. So that's looks very cool. And I know it was mentioned that, you know, people do these book hauls and then they don't read the books. But my intention is always to read the books that I buy. It's just now I have so many, I'm not going to get to them. But, you know, I intend to get to these eventually. And as I said, I was reading one of the Ellis Peter books like right away. I wanted to get started on that one. Now, this one here, Tim over at Secret Fire Books is doing, he's featuring all the Redwall books. He's doing them one after the other, and he's reviewing them. And, yeah, so I saw this one on the shelf and I thought I'd pick it up. I think this was one later in the series, so I probably won't read this one until I get some of the earlier ones and I kind of read them. But yeah, I was kind of happy to see that one, and I love these covers. And I've gotten these. I bought these for my son when he was like years ago. He was really into Redwall, and I'd buy them whenever I saw them, and I'd stock him up on Redwall books. But I never read one myself, and I'm kind of intrigued now, listening to Tim talk about it. I really want to read some of these because they sound very good, very intriguing. Here's one I'm not sure if I showed. I got this quite a while back. The Double Image by Helen McInnes with one of these great covers. I love these books. This I was happy to find. It's a little damaged on the top, but it's a nice old paperback. It's a Trost of Samothrace story, Helene by Talbot Mundy. And I think that's 3 of them I have now. I think you wrote 4 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Trost, Helma, Leophile, and Helene. And they're the ones he's written. So I just have to get one more, and I think I have them all. But look at that awesome cover. Like, this is the kind of stuff when you go to the thrift store, you don't see too often. So when you do see them, you snag them up. I was very happy to find this. And this is an old paperback, Avon paperback. And this was written... This was released 1967, the first Avon printing. But yeah, very happy to find that, and I am definitely going to read that one. Talbot Mundy was one of Robert E. Howard's favorite writers, and I think Talbot Mundy influenced Robert E. Howard greatly. So, you know, they're always very intriguing, very interesting, a lot of fun to read. So that was a nice find. I was happy to get that. Now this one is called The Pagan King by Edison Marshall. A nice thick historic paperback, historic fiction. And he wrote other books like The Viking, Yankee Pasha, Caravan to Xanadu, and Princess Sophia. So that's another nice one to find. You don't see them too often on the thrift store bookshelves. And these books are only like $1.75, so the price is right. And that's in really good shape. And I was happy to get that one. And this was one from just a little while ago. It wasn't with this haul, but it was one prior. I've been watching Roy Reads Anything do his 2001 Odyssey, Space Odyssey stuff. He's doing the prequel book, Lost Worlds of 2001, which I have, then 2001, then he's reading the comics, watching the movie, then I think he's going to read this one next. So I read this one years ago, but I don't have the book anymore, so I thought I'd pick it up and maybe read 2001 and then this one, because I do remember enjoying them. And so that's just a paperback in good shape. I was happy to get that. Now this is one I ordered through mail order. I just received it yesterday or day before yesterday. This is a Johnny Liddell paperback. He's a PI. This is called A Real Gone Guy by Frank Kane. Now, there was a whole bunch of these Johnny Liddell paperbacks. I have 8 of them. This makes 8 now. So I ordered this off eBay in really good shape. And yeah, just very cool. I want to get more of these if I can, because they're well written. They're kind of along the lines of the Mike Shane paperbacks, you know. But I don't think he really was as popular as Mike Shane or Brett Halliday. But nevertheless, these are good stories, and he's worth checking out if you're into that kind of vintage PI mystery story like that. And I also ordered another Amos Walker to add to my collection by Lauren D. Estelman. This is a library copy, unfortunately. I wish they'd say that when you order them, but it's got plastic on it. I'm going to try to take the plastic off and see if those stickers are under the plastic on the actual cover. So I'm going to try to get them off and kind of fix it up a little bit. Like, other than that, it's not in bad shape, but of course it's all stamped and stickered inside too. But that's, you know, good Amos Walker novel. That's it for my book haul. I wanted to share that with you. I was going to do another video today. I was going to do a review on a couple of books, the Ellis Peters book and another book that I've read, but I'll save that for the next video. I thought I'd do a real quick book haul. So hopefully you guys enjoy your upcoming weekend. You take care, and I'll talk to you very soon. Keep reading.